Welcome back to another meeting, all of our fine and lovely members of the Clean Slate Video Club. I appreciate you guys for joining us for night 6 of our 31 nightly meetings. If you are, struggling as a cinephile, tonight is your night to confess that, and we can talk about it and go through all 9 steps of watching movies. Anyways, tonight we have another. This is a horror film, but it may not have been originally perceived that way by the director, but that's what the studios were pushing it as. So there's a little bit more of a historical context with this film, and so we ended up watching the 1930s film Freaks.
Yep. What's up, everybody? I'm Daniel. That's Carson. We're the Clean Slate Video Club.
Oh yeah, sorry. Comment, like, subscribe.
Do all those
things. Join the club.
Yeah, join the club. Anyway, guys, so here's the log line for Freaks. A circus's beautiful trapeze artist, Cleopatra, agrees to marry Hans, the leader of sideshow performances, but Hans' deformed friends discover that she is only marrying him for his inheritance, so they seek revenge.
Ooh, that is pretty much it, but you don't know that's the plot of the movie until about halfway through. You're like, what is happening? This is an older film. It is from director Todd Browning, and you may have actually seen some of his stuff before. He did direct the OG Universal horror film Dracula from the 30s as well, but I believe MGM did want him to make another horror film, and they were kind of pushing for him to do Freaks as a horror film, but that's not necessarily what he wanted to do. He wanted to do like a melodrama. He wanted to be able to kind of talk about his time working at a carnival sideshow as well, and kind of humanize what at the time people did not just see, oh, these are disabled people or differently abled people. Instead they saw them as monsters, and that's where this movie kind of runs from. But Daniel, what do you think about this one?
At first I was very scared to watch this movie. I already struggle with certain things, and just watching this made me scared of those things. So anyway, however,
it reignited a fear for you?
Yeah.
Interesting.
However, this movie actually wasn't so bad from the inside. Like, it actually has a nice kind of, like, if I can say this, ensemble, and they all look after each other. It feels very Greatest Showman-y vibes without
it's like
the music, the great music. Yeah, and I honestly thought, like, I don't know if it's because of my new love for older movies, but it was actually kind of a charming film, as kind of freaky as they've made it to be, right? Like, they're purposefully giving the performers a stand, and based off of what they look like, and
they push them to be the horror, but the story, the horror-ish aspect, ends up being like the people that are like us, but like trying to manipulate them.
So the initial story and everything, I actually really enjoyed. I was very much so surprised. This was one of those movies where I turned on, I was like, I think I'm going to check out on this one, and we'll just kind of phone it in. But during the actual process of it, I was like, oh wow, this, like, things are kind of happening. There's like good stakes here. There's good, like, I guess, messages and morals and themes that I was able to, like, I mean, they're pretty obvious, but they're good ones to pick up on, and
they're not like go beat up little people or whatever. That's not the moral of the movie. I
actually enjoyed it way more than I thought I would. I thought I was going to be way more scared. However, it's not as scary or Halloween-y as I would have thought. It's kind of more comedy thriller type rather than like
that's fair.
Halloween horror. I mean, the description on this is literally body horror, so be that
which that is a crazy description. I would say the ending, I guess, kind of does lend itself towards some body horror elements, especially with what 100%. Happens to our, one of our main characters. But Really? There's maybe like 3 scenes. Why are you laughing?
Because that sip was really. I
I was like, you're dying right now.
No, you know,
there's
like when sometimes you legitimately go like that after
Yeah,
drink. Like that's what happened to me, and I was trying to contain it, but I couldn't.
You couldn't. Okay,
No.
let's just
Keep
power
going
through that.
Yep.
No, there's really only like 3 scenes in this that could be described as creepy or horrifying. Really, there's like the oogu bagu, one of us. Actually, kind of disturbing. It's
100%.
And I don't know what that is. I think it's the rhythm of it, and I don't know. And then really the end, like we kind of mentioned, there is that scene where they're all kind of crawling through the rain and like chasing her. It kind of is cool. I don't know if it's creepy. I think it's supposed to be creepy, but it feels more cool to me. Like, oh, they're gonna get her.
I will say that is one of the things that has always scared me is something crawling at me
In the rain.
Do you remember Randall from Jim Elliott?
Yes, I remember Randall.
Like whenever we would play soccer together, sometimes him and I would joke around so much, and he would just get on all fours, and like he was good at running on all fours and started chasing me. Dude, it was the scariest thing ever. So quite literally, that scene kind of made me relive those trauma.
You just had like trauma from playing soccer with someone that was on
Yeah, literally.
That's good. I'm glad you got that experience from this.
Yeah. What are some of your dislikes, or do you have more likes?
No, I was just gonna say, I think like I really do like this movie. I think it's actually shot really well for the time period. It reminded me a lot of Nightmare Alley, which is a noir film that I love.
I thought
there's
so.
2 versions of that as well now. Freaks has not been remade. I think maybe it could be. I think there's something there.
I think so.
Be cool.
And then just add the Greatest Showman lyrics into it.
I hate the Greatest Showman so much. I can't. Which is funny. Oh, this movie is influential too. Like you can see, circus horror is a big thing. Like there's an entire season of American Horror Story around it. Right?
Yeah.
So that's cool. But as far as dislikes go and like things that didn't jive with me is this movie's short, but it feels long because there is segments where nothing's happening at all. And then I do feel like we kind of rush into this fake Hans is dumb for no reason when everyone else around him knows what's going on, and I guess that's the point. But I wish maybe he had a few more moments of like, oh, this is bad. And then towards the end, there's a little bit. Maybe I missed something, but I was missing clarity on, like continuity wise, of where people were and what happened to them. Yeah, I think that might be kind of just the filmmaking of the time and like censorship and whatnot. I'm convinced there's another cut of this film. I have not researched this at all, like I should have, but I think there probably is another cut out there with more scenes that maybe weren't appropriate, or maybe it's in the original script. I'm not sure, but
okay. I would say we've already kind of covered this. My dislikes would be mainly that it was tough getting lost at some of the things. It just like remembering, who's all what and what they all contribute to, and some of them don't contribute anything to the story.
They're just there,
and they're just there as the ensemble. And so part of that, like, you almost have to at some point turn off your like film brain, but at the second time, like when the plot randomly gets dropped on us, I'm like, oh, this is what's happening. Then we're like, oh, okay, wait, now I know where we're at. And I would say that was probably my biggest gripes on it. But overall, I think the acting was fine. I didn't actually think it was that bad. I thought you said that the acting was rough on this one, or is this another film that you talked about?
Maybe another one. It is rough. I feel like the performers, though, like the actual like circus performers, are the best actors in this. Which is funny. So but I also thought it was a crazy story. The end, like the back half of the story, I was like, oh my gosh, it's so wild. I will say for me, some of the side plots were fun to follow, but we just don't get a good conclusion for any of them. So like the conjoined twins, and one of them is marrying this guy, and there's like this marital issues, and it's kind of an interesting subplot that I actually was like kind of invested in. Out of all the side plots, that was my favorite one. And it gets just like dropped, so that's kind of a bummer. I kind of hate when modern movies do that too, so it's not even because of the time period, just something that happens. But anyways, if you haven't seen it, I think historically this is something worth watching.
So you're in this situation. How scared are you? 1 to 10. Go for it.
Am I a circus performer, or am I like the bad guy basically?
You're the bad guy basically. You're trying to get the inheritance.
I would beg for forgiveness. So
I think once you figure out what they do, it's a full 10 for me. Like, without a shadow of a doubt.
That's true. That's not a great ending for anyone's life. Yeah, I guess a 10. I don't want to be a chicken.
Anyway, all right. Well, I think that's going to do it for Freaks. Guys, you can go watch this on HBO.
Get out of here.
Disney or Hulu. What?
I was telling them to get out of the meeting room.
Oh, yeah. But, guys, we are going to close up the meeting. Thanks again for stopping by. Make sure you swipe your membership card on our YouTube channel and subscribe. That's not bad, right? I'm just kidding, guys. All right. Always remember, be kind, rewind, and we'll see you on the next episode tomorrow. Peace.